Before I kick off this talk, can I just ask, by way of a show of hands, is anybody here who's ever cried at a film? Oh, that's quite a lot of people. Okay, lovely. There's a few resistors over there. Obviously, come, we've all seen Up. Thank you. Great. Can we now have, again, by way of a show of hands, anybody who remembers a story they were told as a child? All right, there's a lot of people there. That's nearly everyone. Great, thank you very much. And maybe, again, just hands up if you'd like to calculate the volumes of composite solids. Anybody? No. Okay. Look, that comes as no surprise to me, and I'm a maths teacher. So it should really come as no surprise to you. The truth is, we've been thinking about stories and telling stories to each other for a lot longer than we've been thinking about mathematics. I've been really lucky in my career. I've been able to write films and direct plays and to teach maths. It's amazing at dinner parties. No one ever asks you what it's like to be a maths teacher. Projected here behind me, we've got some video from a great study by Hyder and Simmel in 1944. You can see as it's going around. See these triangles here? Oh, what's happening here? Oh, the big one. He is not happy. He's not happy at all. Oh, it's quite aggressive. And the circle seems to be sneaking back in. And we see the little one's getting rather chased away there. He's not happy at all. And the circle, in fact, looks quite nervous. Locked away. And once he's secured his territory, there's the big circle going into the house. And the big triangle, the circle is petrified. Look at it in the corner there. Oh, going absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Of course, that's a fiction. That's a fiction because triangles don't have emotions. But it just seems that we can't help to see these shapes with emotions, with personalities, with desires. It's almost as though human beings are hardwired to see those things around us in emotional ways that we relate to. Hardwired for sympathy. And it's this innate ability to sympathize with our surroundings that makes humans such great storytellers, such great consumers of stories. You may have heard it said that every story falls into one of 7 archetypes. But then you might have heard it said that every story falls into one of 36 archetypes, or maybe one of 2. But when I was learning to write plays, I was taught there's only one story ever told. And it goes something like this. The main character, that's the protagonist, and he could tell it's important because it's in Greek. He's got desires, ambitions, something to aim for, but obstacles stand in the way of him achieving that. Now our protagonist goes on a journey, either a physical journey or an emotional journey, and then one of 2 things can happen. Either he can overcome those obstacles and get what he wants, and Aristotle calls that comedy, or he could fail to overcome those obstacles and not get what he wants. And Aristotle called that tragedy. It's a really simple idea. One simple story arc. But the more you think about it, the more you start to realize, every story I've heard seems to fit this pattern. Every film you've been to, every play you've watched, every book you've read, maybe that computer game that you enjoyed playing. Desire, obstacles, struggle, success or defeat. Just think for a moment, there's Star Wars, and then there's Game of Thrones, and The Archers, and then there's that one with that guy in from that TV show, and is your life, and it's my life. Desire, obstacles, struggle, success or defeat. This isn't some movie trope that's made up by some Hollywood mogul to sell mega films to millions. This is the story of humanity. This is the story of what it means to be alive, of what it means to be you, of what it means to be me. The reason why we can relate to stories so well It's because we sympathize with the characters. We feel their pain, their struggle, and we struggle with them. But it's very difficult to emotionally connect with volumes of composite solids. Feeling sympathy with our surroundings allows us to boot up very primitive parts of our brain that brilliant scientists have shown are crucial in memory formation, memory storage, and later retrieval of memory. Doesn't that sound a lot like teaching and learning? If we could get all of those benefits of stories, then we would be brilliant teachers. But it's difficult to emotionally invest in maths. And that's where we can cheat. We can hijack narrative structure and really present any information at all we want within that structure. And in doing so, we can hijack all of the benefits of emotional engaging with the subject matter and improve memory formation that narrative structure brings with it. Now, for this next part, I'm going to need some help from a couple of volunteers. So here, I've got a dog, Julius, and please be kind because I'm a maths teacher and not a puppeteer. Now, Julius, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing all right, I suppose. Say hello to the audience, Julius. Hello, audience. Say hello to Julius, audience. Hello. Yeah, very good, very good. And Julius is like all great dogs from Liverpool Dogs Home, you know, because long live Merseyside. And then over on this hand, I have a cat, Caesar. And like all cats, he's pretty evil. So, Caesar, say hello to the audience. No, I hate the audience. Very good, Caesar, thank you. Now, Julius, yeah? You've said that you felt okay, but you didn't sound okay. I'm not really. I'm very, 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 very sad. Julius, why are you so sad? The cat has been bullying me. Have you been bullying him?
Yeah, well, he's a stupid dog.
Why is he stupid?
Because he doesn't even know if his kennel's going to fit in our house.
Julius, you got a new kennel? Oh, it's so great. I bought it off eBay and it's got a cube at the bottom and a pyramid at the top. It's going to look dead beautiful, but I think I've ordered the wrong size. Oh, Julius. Oh, if we helped you, would that make you happy? Oh, you wouldn't believe it. The man's coming in an hour. Well, Julius, I reckon with a little bit of help, we might be able to show this cat that he's wrong. And maybe we could work out if your kennel's going to fit in your house. Now, by way of a show of hands, is there anybody here that would be willing to, if I did the maths, help Julius work out if his kennel's going to fit in the house? All right. Because that's how you get children to care about calculating the volumes of composite solids. Thank you.